Welcome back, guys. So today I am recording on a Sunday night. Spent most of the time with the family this morning and this afternoon, so had some nice time away from the screen. But now it's back to business. So Bitcoin right now, we just closed the weekly. We just closed a weekly candle. So right now we're trading above 43,000 on the I'm on the daily chart currently right now. So as I was saying in my previous video, we tested. It was inevitable that we end up testing the 200-day moving average, and as you can see, we basically got rejected. Right? Question is, will we continue to get rejected? I mean, I think we're gonna end up testing it again, and then you know what? We might get rejected several times, but in order for this bull run to be confirmed and in order for it to continue, we need to break above the 200-day moving average. And then if we go to the weekly chart, same thing, 21 week SMA, we went and tested, and then now we're getting rejected. So this was the weekly candle that just closed about half an hour ago at the time of me making this video, and right now we are falling down. So let's see. This was to be expected to come up there after we've been down below this thing for the last since May, right? Since May, May 17th. So we've been down here for quite some time, and now we're making our way back up. And it's expected for us to get rejected on the first try. You know what? Let's see what happens. Nobody knows. I see so many guys out there predicting, the short term, the price of Bitcoin, and it's a 50-50. But in the long term, you know where this thing is going. So that's the price of Bitcoin. Moving on to Spiderman. So the Veve, the Spiderman drop on Veve was yesterday, and I managed to get my hands on a couple of Spiderman NFTs. Unfortunately, it was not the secret rare or the ultra rare or the rare tiers. So just give me 1 second here. I'm going to fire this up on my screen so I can share it with you guys. So yesterday, during the drop, this was my very first drop with Veve. I've never, like I said last week, I'm a noob when it comes to the Veve ecosystem. So this is my first drop that I've ever experienced. And I guess one thing is on the Discord, people were saying that if you held the buy now button and then as soon as it hits 0 and you release it, right? You release the buy now button, then you had a very good chance of buying the NFT that you're after, right? But as you can see on my screen, so I actually recorded my screen during the time of the drop, and as soon as it hit 0, I did not see anything. I did not see any Spider-Man NFTs. I didn't see any of the listings, right? So, as you can see, I was just refreshing the page. And also at this point, I mean, the app was kind of buggy as well, and my internet connection was also not that fast. But eventually, yes, I was able to get the listing. And I went first to the secret rare. And as you can see, it's spinning right there. I was like, come on. Secret rare, sold out. And this is like, yeah. And then I went next, obviously, to the ultra rare. Sold out. And then I went to the rare tier. So I was making my way down. Sold out. And then, obviously, then I went to uncommon. And uncommon, yes, there were some available. So I bought an uncommon right there. Buy now. Boom. So, it was amazing to see how... I mean, it was absolutely amazing to see how things were selling out so fast, especially with the secret rare. I think there were 1,000 editions of the Spider-Man NFT, and then ultra was 2,500, I think, and then rare was 9,000, and all of that was sold out in a matter of seconds. And as you can see, things were just taking its time. The app was very slow, and also my internet connection was very slow. And then, yeah, my order has been received. And then I decided to go for the common. Got myself a common at 40 gems. So what happened was I ended up getting 2 uncommons and 2 commons. at the time of the drop. So let's see here. So eventually that went through. So let's go on the Veve app, and I'll show you the commons and the uncommons that I got. And also, the Veve marketplace, the secondary marketplace, was actually closed for 24 hours. And it actually opened up earlier today, and I actually ended up getting a rare tier Spider-Man NFT. So let's see here. Let's go to the where do I go? I go here, collectibles, and so now Batman is not so lonely in my collection. So I actually got a few. I got like 3 Spider-Mans, or actually no more than that. So the first one is what's this one? This one's the common. So I got myself 2 common at the time of the drop. So that is a common. Taking its time loading. It's a little slow here. So when you actually own the NFT, you can actually interact with it in augmented reality by clicking on the AR button. So scanning for surface, and then if I can place it here. Whoa, that's a big Spider-Man. I wonder if I can shrink him down a bit. Whoa, he's right in my face. Okay, there we go. Let's shrink you down a little bit. Look at that, Spider-Man. Getting oh wow, up close and personal with Spider-Man. All right, pretty cool. So that's the common one. So let's go into the next one, which is I got myself 2 uncommons at the time of the drop. So uncommon. So he's basically hanging. Dun 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 dun. Final setup. Cool. So that's uncommon. So he's basically hanging from a web. So that's what that is. I actually ended up playing around with it, taking photos outside while I was out today. So let's look at that. Where is it? Camera. Where is it? Veve. There we go. Oh, by the way, this is me out picking peaches today. There are 2 heavy baskets there. Good workout carrying those, doing like farmer carries with these baskets of peaches. But anyway, that's another story. So I took some photos with the uncommon outdoors. So here he is hanging on a tree with his web. You can have a lot of fun with these with these NFTs. I also did one with Batman there. And here's me taking my dog for a walk. Actually, this one's the rare tier. I actually getting a rare Spider-Man, so I'll show you on the Veve app here. Spider-Man. So this one I actually got on the secondary market, I think for 140 gems. And the original price was 100. So I figured that, you know what, that's a pretty good price on the secondary market. So this is the rare tier Spider-Man. I am, yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's the rare tier Spider-Man. Let's see how much it's going at the secondary market right now. So if I go back to drops, Spider-Man. So which one is the rare tier? So right now, in one edition of this item, so there's 851 for sale in the market. So right now, yeah, the cheapest one is 154. So the price, the floor price right now is increased. Let's see how much a secret rare or an ultra rare is. So let's look at ultra rare first. How much they're going. I'm keeping my eye on this one. So the original price at the drop was for 250 gems. On the secondary market right now, it's trading at 840 is the floor price. So this is an ultra rare, and with the ultra rare, these Spider-Man NFTs, they actually have animation with them. So let's load it up. I actually don't have one of these, but I'm definitely keeping my eye on one. See if I can get it for a good price. So by clicking on it, boom, Spider-Man moves, hangs on the wall, or hangs on his web. Click on it again, boom, it goes back to his crouch position. So that's pretty cool. So starting with the ultra rare tier, you can actually have Spider-Man move, right? There's animation with it, and also there's sound effects as well. I just don't have the sound on. Pretty cool. And then going on to this secret rare, the rarest of them all, which is only 1,000 editions of them to ever exist. So secret rare, let's see what the price of it right now is trading. So originally it was 400 gems. Right now 2.7k, so $2,700 is what's going in the secondary market. So that's a good, what's it, 4 times, that's a good 8x, right? 400 times 7 is 28. Yeah, that's almost a 7x. It's almost a 7x, right? It's insane. But let's look at that secondary market. Let's see what this looks like in terms of animations. So this is the secret rare. So let's see. Hangs on a web, comes back to crouch position, but there's also another animation where he jumps, flips, and shoots out a web. So the secret rare. You have another animation on top of what the ultra rare had. So boom, hangs on a web, jumps back down in crouch position, and then does a flip, backflip, and then shoots a web. So that is the secret rare, which is going for a hefty $2,700. Boom. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But you know what? I mean, this is really important because this is the first ever Marvel drop, the first official Marvel drop, NFT drop. So, I mean, if you're a true collector and you know what, this thing, if you're speculating on it, I mean, this thing can be worth a lot, you know, in the years to come. I mean, if NFTs are, which I believe will be a big thing in the future, and this is the first ever Marvel drop, then this thing can be very, very, you know, expensive or very valuable moving forward, right? So that's my collection right now. I have 2 commons, I have an uncommon, or two commons, 2 uncommons, and then I have a rare. So right now my collection is growing, and yeah, I'm looking to add more. I actually loaded up more gems, so if I see something that is cheap, then I'll definitely pounce on it. So that's Veve. That is Veve. What? So let's close that. So that is Veve. That was my first Veve drop. So yeah, I managed to get my hands on something, so that was pretty good. So moving on to the Ethereum NFT space on OpenSea. So this past weekend, a lot of the NFT projects on Ethereum took a hit. I mean, some of them took a big hit. Especially, we're going to look at some of them right now. Things are a little slow right now. So with some of the Ethereum-based NFT avatar projects, some of them took a pretty big hit. We looked at COVID Punks on Friday. I think the floor price was 0.18 at the time of me making that video, right? If you look at the floor price of the COVID Punks right now, it is down to 0.07. So what happened? Ethereum pumped to over $3,000 over the weekend, and a lot of this NFT project, a lot of these avatar projects took a big hit, like COVID Punks, also Rumble Kong League, which one that I showed you on Friday, or on the Saturday video I made, right? So let's look at Royal Kong League. The price floor when I made that video was 0.7. Now it's dropped to like 50%, right? Now it's down to 0.34. Another one is Doge Pound. Doge Pound. What's the floor price of the Doge Pound? 1.13. Floor price, I believe, was 1.4. Just maybe yesterday or a couple days ago. And then, what's another one? What's another one? I'm not sure if you guys are hearing that, but quite a lot of sirens going on out there. Rumble Kong League. Oh yeah, Rumble Kong League. So Rumble Kong League, they actually had, if you, they did a snapshot of your wallet. If you had any Rumble Kong League NFTs in your wallet, you're eligible to claim a free sneaker drop. So some of the sneakers, so if you go on their website, so they did a snapshot of your wallet on August the 6th, which was about, I think, 3 days ago. So if you held any why do I keep saying royal? If you held any Rumble Kong League NFTs, then you're eligible to claim a sneaker NFT. And yeah, some of that stuff is being sold on the secondary market. So let's look at some of these sneaker NFTs. Go back. Rumble, yeah, some of these are the NFTs that you can claim. This one's nice, the gold one. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you had any Rumble Kong League NFTs, you can definitely claim yourself one of these. What was I gonna say? Right, so a lot of these avatar NFT projects on Ethereum took a massive beating this past weekend, partly because Ethereum was pumping. Ethereum went past $3,000. Yeah, Ethereum went past $3,000. So it's kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of like when Bitcoin pumps very hard. A lot of the altcoins end up bleeding, right? They don't perform as well as Bitcoin. So in some ways, with Ethereum pumping so much, right, over this past weekend, a lot of people probably, you know, sold their NFTs to jump back into Ethereum. So it's kind of like the same dynamic with Bitcoin. When Bitcoin's pumping a lot of the altcoins bleed, right, and they don't perform as well as Bitcoin in the short spurts. So in some ways, me personally, I kind of want Ethereum just to chill for a little bit, right? And so it gives these NFTs to actually recover. So this is my strategy moving forward. Like I was saying in my previous video, I do believe a lot of these NFT avatar projects are kind of in a euphoric stage right now. So I told some of you guys to take profits. Now, did I listen to my own advice? No. So what I'm going to do moving forward is I'm actually going to wait for maybe a relief rally in NFTs, right? So hoping that Ethereum, you know, just chills a little bit, maybe trade sideways for a little bit, giving these NFT projects to pump. And then, you know, on the next pump, I'm going to take profits. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to sell some of that back into Ethereum, and I'm going to hold some Ethereum. But at the same time, I'm not going to sell all my NFTs, right? I'm going to keep some of that so I have some skin in the game in case of them taking off again. So some of the NFT projects that I'm personally going to hold are Dogepound NFTs. I think they're going to do well. I'm going to sell some of my Rumble Kong League NFTs, but I'm still going to keep 3 because you need 3 apes in order to have a team of 3, right, in the game. With these avatar projects, you got to protect yourself, right? You know, if you put in 1 ETH into it, you know, and it doubles, take out that 1 ETH. So then you have, you know, that other, you have like a moon bag of an NFT, right? So me personally, I think I put about like 4 ETH when I started, you know, hopping into some of these avatar NFT projects 3 weeks ago. And I might take my initial out. I might take my initial of 4 ETH out and let my rest of my NFTs ride out in case if they do take off, right? So, I mean, that's part of the thing with this space. You got to know how to risk manage, right? Otherwise, it's gonna be a losing battle. I mean, some of this stuff you're basically gambling on. A lot of these projects are gonna crash and burn. Some of these projects might not even take off, right? So you got to protect yourself. You know, when you're up, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10x, or even 20x in some of my, you know, in some cases, right? You gotta take your initial out, take some profits, protect yourself, so you can live another day. You gotta protect yourself, and that's one thing that's really important when you're in crypto, because things are super volatile. Things can crash up things can crash pretty hard, and on the flip side, things can pump very hard in your benefit, right? But at the same time, a lot of people can be greedy. They don't end up taking profits when they're up massively, and then they have huge regrets when things crash down very, very bad. So that's what basically. I just want to keep it short for this video. I'll leave it at that. If you guys like the video, If you're new to the channel, haven't subscribed, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time.